My name is Mai Titi from Mai Titi's Diaries, but my real name is Felicitas Murata. Mai Titi, vakangonyuka, vakangobvoonekwa vakabva, then vango social media. How I got per social media is I shared my story that happened to me in my marriage years ago, and then that story yakaita catch people's interest. Then people started following me. Then I ended up doing my skits. I related to that life that I used to live in my marriage. Sakanaita to my skits in a comic way, sharing my story, but in a comic way yekuti vanhu vanoteera uyezve vachiseka. The key moments, like I said, I shared my story. I think ndizvo zvakaita kuti attract vanhu to be then recognized and one wanting to know more about me and what I do, people now getting into even my personal life and everything. It used to affect me. I can't say good I wasn't bothered. I was bothered, but when you know what you want and when you know the truth of what you're doing, you do not stop because people are criticizing or discouraging or saying all sorts of things. And I used to be very short-tempered that at that time I needed to respond to everything. Every critic I would backfire trying to explain, which is so different from now. Now I'm no longer doing that, but at that time I would try to explain, I'm trying to say this or that, but I ended up concluding that you never convince people to believe or understand otherwise. So I'm just doing things. If a person decides to take it the other way, that's up to them. If they decide to laugh or criticize, that won't stop me from what I want to achieve. Wakaona uchirwisa, wakaona uchicriticize, so it means there's something that you are doing that is good. Always you not always kana pane chinhu chinoshara kuitwa. If it was nothing, nobody would criticize because zvisina basa vanhu havanyanyoteveri. Vanhu vanotoona kuti there's something on this thing, as much as they want kuti chisataurike or chisataurwa or chisabude, chinenge chakatokosha. Saka those critics, they make me stronger. They made me stronger. They made me develop this thick skin. They made me brave. They made me to face anything. I'm not scared of anything. But also this person is saying that I'm able to stand, for myself. To me, it was an adventure. It was a life-changing moment, and I don't regret being in prison. I always say that. I don't want to say, I regret, I felt sorry for myself. I think that was the best for me. The best thing to ever happen to me, being sent in prison, because it changed a lot in my life. Like the person I was before, the person people were turning me to be. That's not who I am. So I had to be in that little corner for me to think without any disturbances from social media, to focus, to concentrate, because when you do not have a phone, you think. These phones, sometimes they are a distraction because every time you need to check what's happening, who's saying this, who's saying that. So I was getting so distracted, through my phone, because my phone is my business. So every time I needed to be on my business, but now it was turning upside down because of people twisting things, saying stuff they don't know, those things, they can disturb you and they can change you. So I needed that moment for me to realize, to understand who I was, who I am, and who I want to be, and who God wants me to be. So prison to me was like a breakthrough, was like a refreshment of something that was lost. It was a redirection of myself. So it got me to be the focused person I am right now, the empowered person, the empowered person that I am right now. So to me, it was an adventure. It taught me a lot. It also brought strength, more strength. It made me stronger. Now I can face anything because I was in the West. The West is prison. What else comes after prison? Obviously death. So it's like I faced my own fear and I believe I conquered it. So to me, it was a breakthrough and a lesson. I was very useful in prison. I'm sure they were very happy to have me there because I brought so much change, and I also learned from what they have, and I also imparted what I have. So I made prison look like it's a better place, of which it's not a better place. I don't encourage people to go to prison, especially when you're not strong like me. If you go there, you might end up even committing suicide, because you're not used to that kind of lifestyle whereby you are told to sleep at 4 p.m. You are told to do this. It's like you're a child. You don't have the power to do what you want. They control you. They tell you what to do. They make you to do things that maybe you are not used to be doing. They make you wake up at their time, not at your time. So it's like you are just somebody who is being controlled, of which I know a lot of grown-ups don't want that. So it's not a comfortable place to be. I am still in contact with the inmates. Maybe like if you follow me that much, you actually see that I employed one of my inmates. She's now my sales lady in my shop. She was my inmate. I left before her. She came 3 weeks after from prison. Then she called me to say I'm out of prison, and then I employed her. And I'm still visiting the prison frequently. I go there, I donate. I've always been a donor before I was a prisoner and I became an inmate. So it was something that I had passion for, helping those women in prison, because it's not everybody who is in prison who is a criminal. Like the one who's working for me, she didn't do something that you can say, oh, she's a criminal. Her case was just a different one, a silly one for that matter, but it got her to be in prison. So I feel for those who are not supposed to be there but are just there because maybe they couldn't find somebody who can really stand in the gap for them and fight their case and say, no, this is not it. Or, maybe the way they explained their case in court led them into prison. So I keep on going there. I'm still in contact with them. I'm still friends with most of them. Sasi, come here, Mama. Come. So, yeah. So I'm still in contact with the inmates, most of them. I always felt like this is not a crime, even when I got arrested. But sometimes people do things just to fix you or whatever, or there are some people who've got better connections than us, then they'll just say, I want to fix you. Then they'll turn something that was meant to be civil into a criminal case. So that was my case. Justice will always prevail. They later on investigated what really happened. Did Mai Titi really steal the money? Did she do what they are saying she did? And then they later found out, no, this was just a misunderstanding. This was a debt. And when it comes to debts, it's something that needs to be discussed in the civil court. So it was then, thrown out the case, and I was found not guilty, and I was acquitted, and I felt very happy, and I was like, no, well deserved. I know I'm wrong in delaying to pay somebody who helped me, but I really didn't deserve to go in prison as if I stole the money. It was an agreement amongst friends. Then it became a misunderstanding. Then they told me, oh, you're gonna pay, we're gonna take you to prison, or maybe because they are more connected than me. But I'm just happy that justice took its course, and I'm out and I'm free. In the time it's good exercise like the Mai Titi. It's actually an exercise on its own. And also the fact that because I'm taking care of my plants. Like I said, I'm now into this business, my lotion creams, and so my plants are trying to find out to make sure that because it's not like they really know some of the things because it's not was safe, safe. So with the knowledge that I got, to me, it's like a job. It's one of my passions. Spaghetti bolognese and really makes meals. That's their favorite. So I can do it right now. Fryer meals, onion, and of course, those are my spices. I use premium spices. I'm going to take the premium apron dough. The best spices for me and most of the people out there. They are really nice, and they are not one of my failure. So that's what I use. Our common meal is spaghetti bolognese. Every woman is supposed to know how to cook it. I just cook what's in the card. If I know in the card, you think I could not be that there's a problem. I don't think you could win a card just not going to be that. But I'm not going to be that. I was too special. I'm not a special cook. Not people who could be that one no more. But what you want, I know you have a nice. Sometimes we do, like last time my daughter Felicia was teaching me how to do lasagna.
Alright.
Yeah, saka vanoita come up with my recipes. Then let's do together. Sometimes like a pizza, lasagna, sometimes we do chapati. I also love prawns. Unfortunately, now we have musina prawns prawns good. So we always find different ways of cooking them, because my prawns yeah, so we do Google my recipes sometimes. We also make smoothies, right? Yeah. We also make smoothies. My fruits at crushed together. That's like a favorite drink in this house. So my fruits banana, yogurt. We mix with yogurt and milk, banana, apples, strawberries, berries, pineapple. Then we crush them together. Throw some filling, some my sadza and fish. No further fish here. I got boil this fire. It's in a fry. You know, boil this. You have that no care of Bura, no ikada madomas in my onion. To me, it's enough. And it's my fiance's favorite as well. I love my sleep because I hardly sleep. No one of one hour be mascot. So sometimes you come knocking and mamara. And move and respect I hardly sleep. Especially these days now that I'm making this skincare. It's really hard because it's not affects really bamba. It's not bamba we have this little because we are trying to do everything. Packaging, I think I'll show you where and stuff. But recently we bought a machine that we are expecting to eat sugar anytime. I'm not that much of a traveler. Because I'm not a traveler, not traveling now. But like last time, like when I came out of prison, I went to Victoria Falls for about 2 weeks. And then I Lion Walk, so I think Victoria Falls is one of the tourism attraction that I've been, and didn't know that I wouldn't know much about other places but Victoria. I took it in 2018. Subject North Pan-African Awards for the most influential women in business, and that time I was doing my t-shirts and I saw Nangani, my African Prince. Now ndakusvita zvakare ndakanda relaxa, but Jerry ndo rakazondiyeuchidza kuti I've got a lot of things that I used to do. Saka ndakabva ndangoti ndakazo relax. I think ndakarelaxa nekunakirwa nemari yeFacebook, of which pakazokatwa monetization ndo pandakaona kuti ndofanira kudzokera kune remaoko because anything can happen. Remaoko harifera raka expire. So this was when I was really serious about that, and I got nominated. Then this one I'm holding, it was a Certificate of Excellence, SADC Success 2020. It was a Community Champion Award. That time I was very serious with charity work. I used to do a lot of charity work. I was really an advocate at that time. I'm still an advocate, but that time it was serious. Ndaitika not mwanaka before my precise shika ndaitombonotangan ndaruwana nababu wacho. So it was that serious. Ndaitombotangan netana because I was really taking it to my personal, like mwana wangu kana kuti ndini ndarowa. I featured on Baba Harare's song inonzi Rita, and that time I can feature. Now we are almost 5 million views. That was the first ever he got my views akadaro, and it was like I give credit to you because ndinangobvira ndakaona ma views akawanda. Ndinakaita the first kuti awane my views akawanda kudaro, although now akuwana my views zvekutodaro, but Rita was like a breakthrough also on his part. So he actually, this was supposed to be at his house, but akati you can take it because I owe it to you. So it's here. It was a nomination certificate awarded to Baba Harare featuring Mai Titi. Then this one was the ZC News Award, Zimbabwe Community News Awards 2021. I was the most impactful social media influencer of the decade. So yeah, Then this one was a recent one after prison. It was a She Millionaire Africa Business Award, where I was awarded as the best content creator. And this one I can actually brag about it, that I am the best content creator. I am actually the content giver, because if there is no me, people don't know how to act, they don't know how to make money, they don't know how to make people laugh, they only know how to create drama using my name. I've donated to a lot of people, I've done charity works to a lot of organizations. I want people to know me as that person, not as a person I can't go so much popota shaka konzera nokuti I wasted my time paying attention to snamaturo than zvinhu zvandinoita chaizvo. So the Mai Titi you see now, this is who I am, this is who I'm meant to be, this is God who wants me to be. Okay, so this is my production. Recently I opened a shop, Bima Cosmetics, doing lotions, creams, a whole lot of stuff that I'm doing, perfumes. So production in the Pamba, and a factory, so we've just created a room at the back. I would have shown you by the messy. Second to production yedu, as I said, recently I donated a machine passion java. After and one and so I'm sure what you to purchase for Ulkuya, I'm sure by next week. Ninge wapo saka ikodo vitirusha sama huko kulonja creams edu. So you see these are empty containers. I actually fly out kuno order my empty containers door and no chandisa packaging yangu. I try to look different from other people. So I'm trying to indeed feel different. My containers are finally like last time I like the Zaba petroleum jelly the kanzo ona kutaruko pera vaseline container wise saka I went nikano chinja. Ndani new packaging yangu yisirachi petroleum jelly yangu ndogatsa, which is so different and unique. So mungu none ma colors which is for women and which is for men. Do and also no loader perfume yachona then in the brand and then in the supermarket. So I'm just loading those and preparing to go shop to load all this ne chino then the vanda brand then the vanda to isapa vanda rogerera mu shop. In I was dark, but I'm not bleaching, but I'm in a process of which I brighten. How am I brightening? I'm using organic products. That's where I differ from people who are bleaching, because I don't use my chemicals such as hydroquinone and some hot chemicals of Samsung 100 muzonamun akapchashaya disease akachamawokesa yokuti afchangadilike. Inini I'm trying to keep it as organic as possible. And in national pizza zokuti kunzwa munhu achuya achiti ndakatani mafuta Mai Titi ana achitonyeba, because ndakurakidza where I get my ingredients from. Even fruits, you saw my daughter was eating bananas. Ma bananas ekugadzirisa ma lotions arutoja. Muno ma fruits uno mandoshanda zvomuviri more than kudya. Tinotozora healthy fruits nekuzodya, but most of the lotions come from fruits and plants. Alright, panotashika kushopu. So this is my little corner. Ndo pandinoshandira, ndo pandinoitira production. Ndofunga maona patati kumana nchitora ma empty containers ndo atinozouya toisa, then we pack. Ndo kwatinenge takuita packaging yezvinhu zvedu. Saka ndinotengesa ma products, ma skincare products, ma perfume, ma wigs. Ndakapfeka iwayo ndotengesa ma push, ndotengesa ma t-shirts atinogadzira as well. I'm a designer. I forgot to mention that. Then ndotengesa hembe dzimwe dzandinohodo dzimwewo dzandinotengawo ndichitengesa. Saka I avoid coming cause vamwe vanenge vasingazotenga. This is a business area, saka handifarire kuuya uzogara kuti vanhu because vamwe vanogona kungouya uzongonoti tinotorwa mapicture and stuff of which inoyi business area. Saka timanguva ndinomboti nzvenge because tinoona kuti hafu inogona kutenga, hafu vangoya for pictures nekungoona Mai Titi, of which is not bad. But kana tiri pabusiness tinenge tiri pabusiness, as much as we are celebrities tiri kutsvagawo mari. Yeah. Saka ndinouya ndombochila kana pane ma-special clients anenge auya ndo andinowanzowira because pane client anenge achiti nditori skin issue wekuti ndinoda kutanga ndamuona asati atengeserwa chinhu because ndinoda kunzonziva kuti ari kuda chii chaizvo semunhu akadzidza zveskin neruzivo. I'm everywhere, saka I can never spend most of my time at one place. Ndine zvakawanda zvandinoita, ndinomboenda kunoita ma-adverts evamwe. As much as I've got my own businesses, I work for other people as well. Ndine top nash yandiri managing director weikoko, marketing managing director ikoko, saka ndotodiwa kubasa. Saka ndogona ngoya kuno kundongona zvakamira sei ndomanya kubasa. Ndine mamwe companies andoshandira akasiyana-siyana, ndofana kunge ndiriko ndichiita zvebasa. Saka I'm hardly at a place for the longest time. Ndinongobudikira ndotobva. If I'm alive, definitely I'll be a millionaire, very rich. Yes, that's where I'm seeing myself because I've been so much empowered zvekuti ndotolimitwa nekuti I'm a human of which ndinomboneta. But with all that I have in my head, if I put it into action, definitely I'm going to be somewhere very far. Okay. To other women, and not only women, to everyone who has fallen but is still alive, I want to tell you to don't give up. Falling is not the end of it. In life, you need that part where you crawl, where you run, where you walk, and you eventually fly. Failing, it doesn't mean that's the end of it. It's allowed. Ndo upenyu wacho unodona uchimuka. Kana usinombofoira umbofewa kapasa. You need to fail in order for you to pass. You need to cry in order for you to be happy. You need to be sad in order for you to smile. Because smile usina kuziva kuti kusuwa kwakaita sei. Auite mari usina kuziva kuti kutambudzika kunoitwa sei.